Hello, and welcome to the first video on my new channel. We're going to be covering comic books of all shapes, all sizes, mostly focusing on hardcovers, as you can probably guess by the name of the channel. But yeah, this will be a review of 100 Bullets Omnibus Volume 1. 100 Bullets, written by Brian Azzarello and drawn by Eduardo Rizzo, is a crime comic book from the early 2000s, published under the Vertigo imprint at DC. The 100 Bullets Omnibus covers the first 58 issues of the long-running series, so it gives you a nice, hefty chunk to dig into for the price point. It is, obviously, first and foremost, it is a crime story. Therefore, it goes to some pretty dark places. There's one issue in particular there about a mother and a daughter, which is just absolutely heartbreaking, but it's a true testament to Azzarello's writing that I knew something was going to happen, and I think most readers will, but you don't quite know the extent of it, and I think stuff like that is really shocking and really effective at communicating the type of world that these characters and these stories take place in. The story kicks off when we meet a young woman named Dizzy, who is just getting out of prison and is presented with a gun and 100 bullets, all of which cannot be traced back to her or anyone really. So it's effectively, they put it, carte blanche to enact revenge for people that have wronged her. So you spend about 3 issues with Dizzy, getting to learn more about her and her story, and then it kind of shifts gear a little bit, and we get a few other kind of short stories involving the same man who gave her the briefcase, but Dizzy is nowhere to be seen. It is here that we kind of get the idea of the kind of structure that 100 Bullets will go through. It is, first and foremost, an anthology. Now, anthologies can seem, people might not like them because, like, well, you want to follow a long cast of the same characters and kind of see how their journey develops and stuff like that. But I think 100 Bullets, don't worry, it has a very, very good overarching story, which is touched more upon in the second omnibus. So to delve into a little bit more of the overarching plot that is present within 100 Bullets, there is a group of people called the Minutemen, who are highly trained killers, very professional and very dangerous. So they work for an organization who kind of, from within the shadows, control the world in a way. An event happens that fractures the Minutemen, and 100 Bullets really picks up in the aftermath of that and how each of the members deals with that, to not give too much away. It's, as I mentioned before, it is dark. It goes to some dark places, which really elevates the story. In terms of the art in the book, it took me a while to get used to it. Initially, I was a wee bit like, I'm not sure if this is so much for me, and you'll see in the B-roll that what I'm talking about. But I think it really, I think it really grew on me as I keep reading the story, and I think that there could almost be no other artist to tell a story, because Eduardo Rizzo's art is dark and it's gritty and it's moody, and I think it perfectly fits the tone that Azzarello lays out in his scripts and stuff. I think, yeah, it's a perfect partnership, I think, for a crime book of this nature, because it can do the humane aspects, the more grounded humane aspects, and then it can kind of get over the top, and it flows really well together. He's equally as good at both types of scenes, so I think it works really well. So just jumping in here, looking over at the B-roll, you can kind of just get a sense of Eduardo Rizzo's art and how he places panels and his storytelling, because obviously visual medium, it's very important. Yeah, as you can see, I guess you can kind of see where I was coming from when I was a little bit hesitant to, a little bit reserved, I guess would be the way, about the art. I wasn't quite sure if I was liking it, if I was vibing with it, but I think it is clear that as I kept reading, I got more used to it, and it became like, yeah, I couldn't imagine anyone else doing this book, which I think is a sign of a really good artist, really good peer, really good creative team there. Yeah, so just flipping through here, a couple of different types of stories, the different characters. As I said, it's a little bit of an anthology, so there's heaps of new characters you're always getting introduced to. Some of them might come back, some of them might not. It is, yeah, really cool. And that'll pretty much do it for this video, guys. Yeah, as I said, it's my first video, new channel, so I'd appreciate any support people can give. Like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I love comic books. I'm really passionate about them. I love talking about them, and I don't really have anyone in my real life that I can talk to them about. So I thought, you know what? Let's. I'll just put my thoughts out. Hopefully, I can have a chat to people in the comments and stuff about your favorite books, or you thought of 100 bullets, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for watching.